Alright, what's up guys? We've got the review on Hidan no Aria. So basically the plot for this show was that there is an organization or a high school, and the people that go to the high school are classified as bute. I guess there's different ways to say it, but these butes basically have a job of protecting the city. They get these jobs, they get these orders to go out and catch these criminals. And now there is this one criminal who is basically causing a lot of trouble, and he's basically the main problem in the first couple of episodes where the Kinji and Aria try to catch them. So Aria, who is an S rank bute, which is the highest, ends up needing a partner. So, at the beginning, Kinji and Aria don't necessarily become partners right away. They have their own differences. What really interested me in the first couple episodes was that Kinji had a different mode, hysteria mode, and I guess that's when when he starts getting a boner is what really I could say. So when he starts getting a boner, he goes into his hysteria mode, because his blood rises when I guess he's with a girl or when a girl starts turning him on or something like that. He goes into his hysteria mode, which is basically a kick-ass mode where he's able to almost defeat his enemies. He's able to think better, faster, and he just becomes all around better. It's like a different side of him. So basically, Aria and Kinji end up teaming up. The first couple episodes, I'd say the first 5 or 6, were really well done, and then after that, it felt like the story started losing its context. It felt like it was drifting away. You ended up seeing a couple episodes where Aria was dressed up as a maid, and then a couple other episodes they went to a beach, I guess, and so it felt like it was losing its context. It felt like it lost its path. I mean, during those episodes, they were still talking about the story, but it felt like after the first 5 or 6 episodes, it started becoming less and less interesting. It felt like that they wanted to grab the viewer's attention for the first couple episodes, maybe half the season, 6 episodes, and then they would start doing some fan service, so they would start doing something else, a little bit unrelated to the actual story. So it felt like, to me, it kind of lost my attention in the middle of it, near the end. It could have been better, but honestly, they just, in my view, it just lost the concept in the middle of the anime. It just drifted away. It was slowly drifting away, and then near the end, obviously, because there was a girl named Riko. She was the blonde-haired girl. And something about Holmes and Aria's ancestors and her ancestors, and basically, I guess Aria's was more in a higher level than Riko's. So then there was this guy in the background named Vlad who did something, and Aria's mom was in prison for a long time. I think she'd be dead by the time that imprisonment would be over. So she was in prison because Vlad did something, but they accused Aria's mom instead of Vlad, and Vlad got away. So Aria is on this mission to free her mom from her prison sentence, and get Vlad to basically tell the truth. And then Riko is basically, because this is a lot of background information in this, because near the end of the anime, they end up telling you a lot of stuff. So if you weren't necessarily paying attention in the beginning, you will get lost near the end, because they start going into the past, talking about how Vlad was like undercover, and then it was hard to, you weren't like, it wasn't necessarily hard. It was he wasn't able to summon Vlad right away, because if you remember in the last episode, he had to, because he ended up stepping on Riko's face and doing some stuff before Vlad would necessarily come out. So maybe it's kind of like Kinji's mode, hysteria mode, where you'd have to give Kinji a boner or something like that for him to go into his hysteria mode. I guess Vlad had to torment somebody or something for him to actually come out. And when he came out, he was almost like a werewolf. But it turns out that he was also some sort of vampire who took the blood of people, and I think he drank it himself, or he sucked it. because he took Rico's blood. He ended up stating that he ended up stating he should have taken or he did take Rico's blood, and then he ended up stating he should have taken Aria's blood. And then he also says that he's been taking a lot of people's blood and you know, making it his own. And this is how he's become what he is now. Because as you saw in the last episode, he was a gigantic werewolf, but he's also part vampire. So I guess with the blood that he's transfused and taking, he was able to overcome his weaknesses like the sun, the garlic, as he states in the episode. He's overcome those weaknesses, and he's really huge. So they ended up trying to shoot him with their guns, but the bullets would go in, then they would come out, and then he would heal, almost like DBZ or something, super fast healing. So he would regenerate really fast. So afterwards, Rico is basically knocked unconscious, and it's basically Aria and Kenji, and they're not able to do anything. And then Rico tells Kenji that there are these 4 points on his body, as you saw, because if you saw the last episode, you'd see that there are like these white circles, or white logos or emblems on him, on his shoulders. I think there was one on his, I don't think there was one on his chest, and then there was one on his tongue, in his mouth. So Rico tells everybody that they need to shoot those 4 points to basically kill him. And she tells them that there's one on his chest, which is covered by the hair on his chest, then there were 2 on his shoulders, and somewhere else, I don't remember. And they shot there, but nothing happened, so basically she gave them the wrong information. She didn't know. And then Kenji goes back into hysteria mode because he lost it. And, well, he didn't lost it, it just went away, because I guess the time limit, I guess it's timed or something. So he was able to go back into hysteria mode by putting by Rico pushing him into Aria's breast. So that's how he goes into hysteria mode. And he finds out, or he finds out that his last emblem, Vlad's last emblem, is in his tongue. So they end up all shooting 1 bullet at a time, and shoulder, and mouth, and the other part, and they kill him basically because they have to hit all 4 points. Now I think that was not a good idea. I think it was too easy. It felt like it was a Final Fantasy boss. It felt like it was like a level 3 Final Fantasy boss, where you just have to hit 4 points and it's over. That's it. It wasn't complicated at all. It felt like they wanted to finish the series quickly. They didn't really give that much thought because honestly, if you just have to shoot 4 points on the body, and if the last point is on his chest, where else would it be? I mean, it can't be if you don't already see it on his back. The last part it could be basically in his mouth. Because I've already seen a bunch of animes where some stuff were hidden in the mouth or on the tongue, and they had to find that area. It is really hard to explain, but it just felt like it was easily done. It didn't feel like they gave it too much thought for ending the anime and killing Vlad. But they ended up killing Vlad, obviously. Rico runs off happily because she surpassed her ancestor by helping kill Vlad. And Aria's mom is her prison sentence has now been cut. And now Kenji is with Aria. I think they were in a bathing suit or something like that. And then the anime ends. So it doesn't end in a good way. I mean, the way it ended was she called. Her mom told her she was out of the prison sentence. She ran up to Kenji, hugged him, and said, my mom's out of the prison sentence, and then it ended. So you honestly can't tell if there would be another season. Honestly, I don't really care if there's another season, but the ending itself wasn't that good. I could say the ending was poorly done, maybe a 5 out of 10. The fight with Vlad felt like it was lacking some creativity, so I'd give that like a 6 out of 10. But overall, the anime itself, I'd give it around a 7 or 8 out of 10, just because it felt like it was losing interest or losing its context after about episode 6. That's really my review for Hidan no Aria. I would say it's pretty good and better than most of the anime that's aired on the spring season of 2011. So thanks for watching, guys, and please subscribe. See you later.